Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. Hope you are great. So I came across this video from a white woman who talked about her black men colleagues that decided to write her to tell her how much they love her, right? And not just only telling her that they want to be like, how they love her, but they love how soft and how this she is and all that. So I decided to use black women as a reference. That black women are not nice, they are harsh, they are this, as always. Let me tell you all something. Some of you are doing yourselves and you don't know. Some black men do not even have a pedigree. Not all black men. Some black men do not have a single pedigree. That every day you wake up, all you want to do is to use a black woman as a reference to your preference. You all really suck. Some of you are very delusional. Some of you do not even have an atom of love for yourself, but you want a black woman to be the one to carry the burden. There is one video that I saw the other day. A black man was telling the woman, he made a video on Instagram. He was saying that he is so blessed. Why is he blessed? That look at the wife's hair. See how her hair is natural. That is how stupid you all are. She has a natural hair. Oh, that I am the luckiest man alive. Not like other people. I am not going to put that video. But some of you all really are wax. Let's get into this video.
In 3 weeks, a black man who I am a colleague to has sent me a joke about how soft and nurturing and coddling white women are, and how mean and harsh black women are in relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a white woman, don't participate in that. It's not funny. They're testing to see what you're going to do, what you're going to say. It is absolutely disgusting that they even think that it's okay to send me that. And it's offensive to me that they believe I'm going to laugh at the expense of black women. There's nothing funny about it. There are plenty of things that we can joke about, plenty of people that we can poke fun of. The last people who need to be the center of a joke are black women. And additionally, this is a pattern I've seen over years of black men married to black women who form a friendship with white women, myself, and then start finding a way to put black women down to get into the good graces of me. And that tells me everything I need to know about you as a man, you as a husband, you as your character, and not someone I want to be around, because I work very hard to be a safe space, to know better, do better. And the last thing I'm going to do is get involved in your time. In 3 weeks, a black man who I am a colleague to has sent me a joke about...
After 2 missed calls, white women, hey babe, please call back when you get this, love you. Black women, I hope you in that B, you would have a nice life. Pause to read. She did check him. And then in the next one, he's basically like comparing black women.
How soft and nurturing and coddling white women are, and how mean and harsh black women are in relationships. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a white woman, don't participate in that.
Period.
It's not funny
at all.
They're testing to see what you're going to do, what you're going to say. It is absolutely disgusting that they even think that it's okay to send me that, and it's offensive to me that they believe I'm going to laugh at the expense of black women. There's nothing funny about it. There are plenty of things that we can joke about, plenty of people that we can poke fun of. The last people who need to be the center of a joke are black women.
First of all, shouts out to Jennifer Sunshine 22. That's her username, okay? Because at the end of the day, that is a dog whistle. And she went on to say that those two black men, one of them first of all sent her a message at 12:30, and the other one sent her a message at 4:30 a.m. Both of these is a.m. And they're both married. And she said a lot of the times this has happened to her with black men that were married to black women. And I think that is so weak. To talk down on black women, to try to triangulate black women with the YT women is so pathetic. I feel like men like this are literally treasonous. They are traitors to the race. I don't care. You could date who you want. You could like who you want, but you don't have to do that at the expense of talking down on your own race of women. Okay? It's so played out and corny. And then I know there's men that's probably going to get up in my comment section and see, oh, you see how you acting, you see your attitude. That's why we don't like black women. That's why we're whoop. But then they will cuss me out and call me all types of beg wenches because I dated out a time or two, like literally 10 years ago. I can't even remember the last time I seen a pink, okay? But that's my prerogative. And I was well within my rights to do so because of the experiences that I had. But do that make me get up here and say all black men are just terrible? No. I will get up here and talk about specific types. I literally had to make a card that said not all for all of the ones that was crying all over my goddamn comment sections. On YouTube. It's the Love Joe Show. Check me out over there. But that still didn't put me off from black men completely. Sure, I love black men. People be, oh, you hate men? No, I don't. I absolutely love men. It's certain types that I do not like. I love men, okay? Am I hetero? I don't know. I mean, sometimes on a drunk night, But for the most part, I like to be dicked down, okay? Men are very helpful to me. I will never say, oh, I don't need a man. That is not my ministry, all right? But all in all, like, I just feel like it's very weak. Like, and it's very corny for you to need to like denigrate a whole race of women in this comparison game. And we got up here and compared black men to the whitey man. They wouldn't like it because they would fall short in a lot of categories. Not all, but enough. As a collective, they would not like it. If we went around comparing, it just wouldn't be a good look. It really wouldn't. They would not like it. And every black woman is not the same. We are not a monolith. The way y'all see me cutting up on here when I'm with a man, I don't act like this unless he like really trigger me and take it far because I'm non-confrontational when it comes to men. I've been told that I was heartless and cold and why you act like that, blah, blah, blah. Because I would just like literally look at you and just won't even respond. I shut down. I got a lot going on, but I don't be up here arguing. Like it takes a lot for me to get there. I'm very soft. I will massage your feet if you're taking care of me and give me what I need, okay? Anyways, that's another story for another day. But what do y'all think about this? Like, literally trying to pit us against the white tee, putting us down to try to uplift. And the ones that, the white tee women that go for this are also weak ass bitches. Like, you're mad weak. If you need to, like, if that's an ego boost. It's so corny. Once again, shouts out to Jennifer. Spread love and super Wayne.
Black men. Y'all dating fat white women? Marrying them? No. I'm just saying. Y'all not getting the white women y'all want, but y'all be bashing black. Y'all be coming at black women. Come on, bro. You ain't getting the Margot Robbies, the Olsen twins, or the Olsen. It's three of them. It's three of them. She might be the baddest. She might be the baddest one. I'm just saying. And then on top of that, I even get like a Sophie Cunningham from the Indiana Fever. Bro, you getting you Honey Boo Boo, bro? That's who y'all go for? When it's a white girl, a white joint? Nah, bro, can't be no fat white joint. Even they're dating you, they're marrying you or dating you because the white man that they want don't want them. Most white men don't like fat women. They don't like fat women. No. And rich black men with money, I'm just saying, no, we ain't going for that. And you ain't got to be having a million. You could be getting to the millions, whatever. You should know your standards and your self-esteem. But you can't be coming at black women again. Nah. They with you because they can't get the white man they want. Black man, them big women, them big white women, they don't respect you, man. Know your worth.
All right, y'all not gonna like me when I say this, but black men treat black women the worst. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for black love. I want to see more of my people together. But when we look at shit statistically and just looking at relationship dynamics, the women, especially the black women that I have seen that have been in interracial relationships with men of another culture or race, they are always treated like the queen they deserve to be treated. And I hate that for us. I hate that for us, bro. Because I feel like in the black community, we have normalized too much of struggle love, bro. Like, we should not be struggling to love each other. Love should never be difficult and hard, bro. Like, we always have to say, well, if you really love that person, you're gonna go through thick and thin for them. If you really love this person, you're gonna struggle. No, if I am truly meant to be with this person and truly meant to love this person, then our love should not be difficult. Why do we try to get black women to be okay with living a difficult life, bro? I want to know, bro. And we always have this debate that, oh, black men, when they date outside of their race, they always treat the white women better, they always treat the Hispanic women better, they always treat such and such better. No, that's not the case at all. Let me tell you what it really is. The reason why those women are quote unquote treated better is because of the cultural standards that they have for dating. I feel like in other races, there's a very strong cultural standard when it comes to dating, bro. And yes, we as black people have that too, but I feel like it's not as enforced because we have normalized struggle love, bro. And when I say these things, obviously I'm not trying to apply every single black man into this category, but a good handful of black men do not treat black women right. And I feel like when I see black women date outside of their race or just being able to experience a new dating standard, I guess you could say, they always just seem like they have a weight lifted off of their shoulders, bro. And I'm telling y'all, it's a cultural standard difference when it comes to dating. Like, I feel like growing up, our families talk more to us about, like, I don't know, like, I feel like conversations about dating and like how somebody should really treat you and take care of you and stuff isn't really that normalized in the Black community, especially if you already don't really have a healthy parent dynamic to look up to. And I just say this to say that I really hope that a lot of my fellow sisters can experience a love that they deserve, bro. Do not settle and do not close yourself off to one type of dating standard, okay? And not only that, change y'all preferences, bro. Like, y'all keep trying to find love from the hood. You think you gonna find love from him? Like, come on, like, that's another thing where it's just like, change your preferences, change the way you view dating, and have those strong boundaries and standards. And it's gonna be lonely. Like, it's gonna be lonely. You're probably gonna be single for a couple of years, but I promise you, it's so much more worth it being single and actually taking the time to find a person that's right for you and that's willing to meet your standards. Because I feel like a lot of Black women are told, oh, your standards are too high. My standards are too high. Well, I would hope so. I would hope I have high standards. Like, oh my gosh, I just feel like Black women, we're just expected to settle. Like, we're just expected to settle, struggle, and all these things. And it's just like, bro, we just need to, like, stand up, bro, stand up. Like, stop craving love externally and crave love from your friends, crave love from your family, crave love from yourself before you crave love from a man. Especially a man that don't even know how to love himself or his own family or his own friends.
Why do some Black men love to antagonize Black women? I was thinking about my old job back when I was 19, and I had this coworker. He was in his 30s, and he used to always say stuff to me to try to get me mad, and I don't even know, like, why. So one day, I'm working, and I was talking to my friend / coworker at the time, and I was telling her about something my boyfriend said, and that other coworker, he goes, oh, you actually have a boyfriend? So I ignore it because I'm not even worried about it for real. Later on in the day, I'm talking to her again, and I say, oh yeah, my boyfriend's going to take me to XYZ. He said he really wanted to take me somewhere. And here he goes again talking about does he really want to take you, or are you forcing him? Because I doubt he wants to take you anywhere. And I'm like, bro, what? So then I pop off on him because you keep saying stuff to me and I'm not even saying anything to you. If it's not work related, I don't talk to you. And he goes, I just hate how Black women think that they're the shit just because they get their hair done. Mind you, I did just get my hair done. Like, I just got my hair braided, but I wasn't acting any different than I normally did. So I reported him to our boss, and my friend who was there, so she, like, backed me up. And I don't think he ever, like, faced any real consequences. I think he just got a talking to. And the next time I seen him at work, he was acting all cordial and all nice with me. I don't know. I just think it's weird, especially for a 30-something-year-old man to be antagonizing a 19-year-old girl. What's wrong?
I have a question for some Black men, because I know it's not all, so don't come for me saying she said all. I never said that, but I do have a question for some, specifically the Black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it the most. But I was about to go into the store, right? There was a Black man there. He was with a white woman. You could tell they were together. Okay. As I'm getting ready to come into the establishment, I'm right behind them. He holds the door for me. I said, thank you. He said, oh, you're very welcome. Okay. There was a Black lady right behind me. He let that door go and slam in her face. And I looked, and I even said to him, I said, oh, that was very rude. And he said, what happened? I held the door for you. I said, yes, you did. I said, but why did you let it slam in her face? And he just kind of smirked and walked off. I have noticed that a lot of Black men that specifically date white women like to treat Black women horribly. And I will never understand that shit. I do not give a damn who you choose to date. You can date whatever fucking race of people you want to date. I don't give a damn. But why must you treat Black women so horribly when you choose to date outside of your race? And I have seen this more than once, so don't tell me that was just him, because it's not. I have witnessed it, that when a Black man chooses to date another race, he chooses to treat Black women like trash. And that's the most ignorant shit I have ever seen in my life. I will never understand that. You have a right. You can have your preference. You can date whoever the fuck you want to date. This is a free country. Nobody said that. You can love whoever you want to love, but why must you just treat Black women horribly when you choose to do that? That is the most insane thought process I have ever heard of. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I was dating a Black man that specifically treated Black women horribly, that specifically just degraded Black women, talked down on them, that would be an automatic deal breaker for me, because why? Your mother is Black. Your sisters, if you have them, are Black. Your grandmother is Black. Why would you do that? Just because you choose to date outside of your race never, ever, ever gives you the right to degrade Black women. It's the most disgusting behavior I have ever seen, and I have seen it so many times, and I would love for someone to tell me why. Why do you do that? It's just sickening. Like, I just can't. I would say good day, but that just pissed me off. So, whatever.
Hey man, y'all can't be claiming you love black women but don't be married to one. You can't be claiming that you love black women but you ain't never got nothing good to say. A lot of y'all dudes with podcasts, microphones, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all little platforms, we can't go down your rhetoric and see anything positive about black women. Some of y'all be married outside your race, and some of y'all be dating outside your race, but then still want to talk about black women. I don't understand. Are you obsessed? Are you obsessed? This ain't your community no more, bro. You left. Why is you worried about what black women doing? You shouldn't even be talking about what black women got going on. You should be loving your other wife, you know what I'm saying, your other girlfriend, and only worried about what you got going on over there. Worry about how your kids gonna be raised up, look into that. So miss me with this nonsense. I don't understand. It's too many beautiful. If you love black women so much, go marry one. Go marry one. Y'all be talking about we need to get back to a place of family, but then you go to others and create a new family. Come on now. Black woman ain't your problem no more, bro. Worry about your other wife. Point blank, period.
How do I honestly feel about black women? First, I'm going to talk about my childhood and how I viewed black girls. As a little boy, I was never attracted to black girls. And I'd say the reason for this is because I saw white as a beauty standard. Turn on TV, white girls. Go outside, white girls. Go in school, the ones I found attractive, white girls. Why didn't I like black girls as a child? Well, I just saw them more as like closer to family. They're like closer to like me, and that's not who I'm supposed to be attracted to. Looking back subconsciously, that's how I saw it as a kid, but I wouldn't be able to put it into words when I was that age. That's just how it was. When I would have interaction with the black girls, a lot of times they were often rude, mean, sassy, but since I wasn't really trying to get them, I was just kind of like, well, whatever, I guess that's how they are. At that age, it didn't really matter to me at all. I didn't find any black girl attractive until I was about 12, so middle school age. The only reason that this happened was because I started to become pro-black. And when you're pro-black, you know only black men can be with black women and black love, that type of thing. So I was like, okay, so now I have to be with the black girl. So now we're going to get into the dating side of things. I'm not going to go down a whole list of bad experiences. I'm just going to summarize it by saying that I never got anywhere with any black girl. Most I got was like a date with one person or one little thing with one person. And when I'm going through this, I'm thinking to myself, how am I not attracting any black girls when I'm pro-black? I call them queens, I see them as great, and I want them to build and, black love. Why is this not attracting any of them? This is the point where my frustration started to come in, because I'm not just seeing it as I'm just trying to get some black girls. I'm viewing it as we need to come and build together, but none of them are wanting to do that with me. Around the age of 19, I just completely dropped this because it's not getting me anywhere. From then to the present, whenever I try to do anything with a black girl, I'm just like, this is probably not going to go anywhere, and I don't really like pursue it, or I half-ass it and it goes nowhere. It's kind of like we just weren't meant to be. If I never became pro-black, I wouldn't like them at any point in my life, most likely. If I'm being completely honest though, there are black women I'm attracted to, like literally right now, as of the time I'm making this video. But when I try to pursue it, like even slightly, it's kind of like this wasn't meant to happen. So I just explained my whole backstory with black women. So now, how do I view them in the present? Well, I'll just say not very positively. So how do I view them just as people? Well, my experience now versus as a kid, a lot of times they're still rude and just terrible people to interact with. I mean, that's just what I'm used to experiencing with them on all different levels. Like, no amount of pro-blackness or trying to see their humanity is going to change that. It's just my experience. It is what it is. This video I'm doing is not even an anti-black woman video. This is just my experience with them. It's a negative experience, but it's my experience. I know there's black men out there that have plenty of great experiences with black women on different levels, and good for them. I just can't relate to that. If I had good experiences with them, I could view them as good people that I have a high respect for, but unfortunately, it's the exact opposite. Pro-blackness or trying to see their humanity is going to change that. It's just my experience. It is what it is. This video I'm doing is not even an anti-black woman video. This is just my experience with them. It's a negative experience, but it's my experience.
Okay, so I watched that whole video, and it's him talking about, his experiences with black girls growing up, and obviously how he feels about, black girls now. He said that he was attracted to white girls when he was a kid because, it's what he saw on TV. And when he got to middle school, he started, a pro-black phase, and he, was trying to date black girls, and, he had bad experiences. And obviously now, as I showed in the clip earlier, he doesn't view black women favorably. But like, I try my best not to downplay people's personal experiences. I really, really do. But this is coming from someone who is really awkward, who is weird, who is dorky. I'm still all of those things. Man, I used to have fucking Star Wars toys that I was playing with. Like, I was creating crazy ass lightsaber fights with those Star Wars toys at school, in front of other kids, in public when my mom would take me places. Man, Disney honestly should hire me to choreograph some of their fights and their future Star Wars stuff, man. I was coming up with some crazy shit. But like, I was a weird kid, man. I was a weird kid, and none of the black girls that I grew up with, bullied me or treated me badly from what I can remember, dude. Even like the kindergarten girlfriend that I had, I think she thought that, that I was cute. Like the weirdness that I had was cute. Like, so I just find it hard to just relate to these niggas who talk about, how the black girls didn't like me when they were kids, because I just didn't experience it. And also, they're leaving a lot of shit out. That's the biggest thing that I noticed about this video. He's leaving a lot of shit out. Okay, he is not admitting at all to his own mistakes. He's not at all admitting, about how he approached the black girls that he was interested in. And that's something that a lot of the black men who think like him are like. They never want to look in the mirror, and they never want to, realize the mistakes that they made in approaching black girls and how that affected how those black girls viewed them. So yeah, man, I can't relate to these niggas, man. I just can't.
One person. And when I'm going through this, I'm thinking to myself, how am I not attracting any black girls when I'm pro-black? I call them queens, I see them as great, and I want them to build and, black love. Why is this not attracting any of them?
Yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong with them. I just think it's cultural. It's just 100% cultural. I don't think it's even wrong for people to have preferences, right? If black women in a general sense say, hey, that's not what we want this type of guy or this type of guy that got swag or whatever it is that's happening at that particular time, that's probably because people have a herd mentality, and it don't matter if you black or you white or whatever like that. A lot of times the person that's for you is not a general population of people. You just got to go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it. So like, for example, I could look at him and say, okay, it's clear that he either grew up in an environment where it was okay to have different cultures or listen to different music and all of that, because communication is more than just what you say, right? It's body language, it's how you're saying it, it's what you say, what you look like when you're saying it. And he has on an Iron Maiden shirt. It's the first thing that stands out to me when he starts talking. An Iron Maiden shirt is something that the majority of black women in black culture is not even going to be familiar with. So the music that he listens to, which often at times influence everything else that you do, is not aligned with what most black girls would probably rock out with. You see what?
Bro, we just not gonna keep sitting here bashing black women, bro. I know we in the day and age where everybody like got like certain types now, but I be seeing hella comments of people say stuff like, "Oh, I take a white Latina Mexican girl all day, every day over a black girl." I just see comments like that. I was like, all right, now we gotta stop the disrespect. And I keep seeing it no matter what. That's why I'm bringing this video. I see it no matter what. And I don't discriminate. I love all my women. I love all of them. Black, white, Mexican, Latina. I love all my women. But the disrespect towards black women has to stop. It has to stop, bro. It really has to stop. It really do. Come on, man. I love my black women, bro. Love them, bro. Brown skin, dark skin, light skin.
This is all I got from this video. You know, I am going to be very civil talking about this. I mean, this has been going on in black communities. I mean, like, I don't know. I am trying to put myself together to talk about this. But then let me tell you this. I do not have problem where people find love. I actually do not have problem with that, right? The only time I have problem with black men finding love and using black women as a reference to their preference, that is where I have problem. The fact that he wanted to talk to a white woman and decided to use black women as a weapon in order to get a white woman is trash. I said what I said. Big time trash. That you wanted to get a girl, and for that reason you decided to use black women. Black women are masculine. Black women are harsh. You are more lenient. You are more lenient. You are more calm. You are doing yourself because you are very silly on period, on God. You are very silly. Right? You are very silly. And then you all expect black women to respect you. I hope you have heard that respect is actually a reciprocal. I don't like talking about black love and this, but you and I know how much I am rooting for black. There is nothing like black love. And in the comment section, I can see so many. I already know so many black men and women that have been married for how many years, but decades, right? And their love has been prospering. It's still prospering to this very moment. But some of you weirdos will come and say some rubbish. I am going to say this. I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. I will be the biggest fool, right? To sit down with somebody that is not black, or to write somebody that is not black, telling them about black men. I must be the biggest fool, the most stupid person. Because shit happens. Yeah. It probably did not work out between I and you. I will go our separate way. And it's okay. It's okay. That does not mean that if I see another man I love, that I'm not going to love. I definitely will love him. Especially if he's a black man. For example, And then because I had a bad experience with one Jeremiah, for that reason, all men are now the scum, like some people will say. All right? Does that really make sense? Number one is that as some of you never had even any experience with black women, but you want to talk on black women. Even I have seen a gay man. Some people will say, no, I don't have a problem with gay people. You all know how much I support you. Yeah, I don't have a problem with gay people. Rob Smith, majority of you know Rob Smith. Rob Smith have never dated a black woman, but he has a lot. He's a black man, but he has a lot to say about black women. He doesn't even date black men. He's a black man dating a white, in fact, I think married to a white man, right? He did not date black man. He's not dating black man, but he has a lot to say about black women. Is that not delusion? Very delusional human being. You guys can put your shits together. I don't care. It's 2025. You guys should put your shits together. As I am telling you this, I am also talking to myself. Because there is what they used to tell. I never knew what that meant, not until now. Where you are burying somebody is also where you're burying yourself. So when I am advising somebody, I am also advising myself. You guys should put your life together and stop saying nonsense. Because coming out online, it is nonsense. Some of you do not even have any atom of love for yourself, and you want a black woman to be the one to carry the load. You don't even love your family, but you want a black woman to give you all the love you never. First of all, start loving yourself, because you guys are so weird that you don't even know anything. Black women are not your problem. I don't want to start picking some talk, but this is just a general advice for me and for everybody. If you're loving a white woman, stop using black women as a reference to your preference. You want a white woman, go for the white woman. Leave black women alone because they are not the cause of your problem. Bye for now.